The global economy has seen a major slump since March when the coronavirus outbreak forced markets to slow down. But when you're among the richest families in the world, there's very little that can really affect you. The COVID-19 pandemic hasn't stopped the world's wealthiest families from growing their fortunes. Let's have a look at the top 10 wealthiest families in the world. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Number 10. The Albrechts family, net worth $41 billion. Meet the Albrechts, the highly secretive heirs of the Aldi fortune, who are worth $41 billion, own Trader Joe's, and have kept a famously low profile for decades. After World War II, brothers Theo and Karl Albrecht found their mother's corner grocery store in Germany still standing, so they ran with it, transforming Aldi into an international supermarket chain. Throughout the decades, Aldi became one of the most profitable retail chains, with over 5,000 stores across Europe and the U.S. In 1979, over the years, these two brothers updated the grocery store into Aldi, a nationwide German chain of discount supermarkets. They, however, split in 1960 and formed their own companies, i.e. Aldi Nord and Aldi Süd. Come 1979, Theo's side of the family even bought Trader Joe's. His sons, Theo Jr. and Berthold, split Aldi Nord between them. Karl's children, Karl Albrecht Jr. and Beat Heister, on the other hand, inherited their father's wealth after he died in 2014. Theo bought Trader Joe's, the low-cost grocery store. Albrecht grew Trader Joe's into a nationwide chain and low-cost grocery staple with nearly 500 stores today in the U.S. and $13 billion in annual revenue. The Albrecht family is historically secretive, and there is a lot left unknown about the family's personal lives. Number 9. The Boehringer von Baumbach family, net worth $45.7 billion. There are two richest families in the world that hail from Germany. The first is the Boehringer von Baumbach family, and the second is the Albrecht family. In 1885, Albert Boehringer founded a German pharmaceutical company called Boehringer Ingelheim. The Boehringer family, along with the von Baumbach, remains in control of the company several generations later. All told, these two families possess fortunes totaling just under $52 billion. The company is now over 130 years old, but continues to thrive. In the times of the coronavirus, the company is screening more than 1 million compounds that could identify potential molecules that help fight the virus. Number 8. The Johnson family, net worth $46 billion. Edward C. Johnson II founded a mutual fund firm in Boston in 1946, which has now turned into an empire, managed by his granddaughter Abigail. According to Bloomberg, in recent times it's been under pressure to slash fees and commissions as investors increasingly abandon actively managed strategies for low-cost index funds and ETFs. Even the family's other businesses, like the Seaport Hotel in Boston, had to furlough 400 workers in March. The Johnson family is a major donor to nonprofits in Boston and has given to Harvard, Historic New England, and the Institute of Contemporary Art. Number 7. The Wertheimer family, net worth $54.4 billion. The Wertheimer family fortune dates back to 1920s Paris, when Pierre Wertheimer funded designer Coco Chanel. French high fashion house Chanel is legendary for the timeless little black dress and number 5 perfume, and the deceased high-profile designer Karl Lagerfeld, who died on February 19, 2019. Brothers Alan and Gerhard Wertheimer now co-own the company that their grandfather staked with founder Gabrielle Coco Chanel. Besides Chanel, the Wertheimer family also owns several vineyards and racehorses. Like many of the wealthiest families, the Wertheimers maintain a low profile and stay out of the public eye. Little is known about them personally. What is known is that each own half of Chanel. They rarely attend Chanel events and never use their names in advertising. As for why they stay out of the public eye, in a 2002 interview, Gerhard said, "It's about Coco Chanel. It's about Carl. It's about everyone who works and creates at Chanel. It's not about the Wertheimers." Number 6. The Dumas family. Net worth $63.9 billion. French fashion house and luxury purveyor Hermès has dazzled the world with its signature scarves, neckties, and perfumes, as well as its iconic Kelly and Birkin handbags. Back in the 19th century, Thierry Hermès fashioned riding apparel for the aristocracy. Thierry Hermès, an orphan, was skilled with leather. So skilled, in fact, that his main clients in the 19th century were royal families. Hermès has flourished, due in large part to the enduring demand for its leather goods. The Kelly handbag starts at $8,450. The Birkin bag starts at $8,850. Right now on the designer retail site, therealreal.com, pre-owned Birkin bags are selling for $13,000 to $20,000 on average. Despite the substantial price tag, Hermès bags are coveted. They are also collected. Victoria Beckham is rumored to have a collection of more than 100 Birkin bags worth more than $2 million. Today, the company adorns basketball royalty LeBron James. Fussing old school and new technology, a line of Hermès Apple watches sells for $1,300 to $2,000 and up apiece. Axel Dumas currently serves as the company's CEO and chairman, and Pierre-Alexis Dumas is the artistic director. According to W Magazine, cousins Alex and Pierre-Alexis Dumas both share an obsession with continually renewing and refreshing Hermès, no matter how august its history. Number 5. The Ambani family. Net worth $81.3 billion. Mukesh Ambani and his family are obviously the only Indians among the top 10 richest families in the world. Reliance Industries was founded in 1957 by Dhirubhai Ambani, which was then divided by his sons Mukesh and Anil following his death in 2002. Mukesh Ambani today leads one of the biggest Mumbai-based conglomerates, and Reliance Industries owns the world's largest oil refining complex. Mukesh Ambani's energy empire is slowly shifting to e-commerce, with tech giants seeking to take a piece of India's fast-growing digital business. His home, the famous Antilia, is one of the most expensive private residences in the world. Mukesh Ambani's kids, Akash, Isha, and Anant Ambani, have joined the family business. Number 4. Al-Saud. Net worth $100 billion. The House of Saud, the Saudi royal family, has a monarchical history extending back nearly a century. The ruling monarchy draws most of its income from vast oil reserves that were founded 75 years ago, changing the country's fortune and making the House of Saud the richest family on earth. The family's massive fortune, established at $1 billion, has grown thanks to decades of payments from the Royal Diwan, the king's executive office. Ties with Saudi Aramco, the world's most profitable company and a behemoth of the oil industry, ensures that the Saudi royal family continues to accumulate wealth. It's difficult to accurately assess the wealth of the House of Saud, in part because the family contains as many as 15,000 extended members, many of whom have founded businesses, received government contracts, and more. The family is renowned for maintaining an inevitable lifestyle, which has come under severe criticism on several occasions for being wasteful, extravagant, and full of pomposity. With the controversial elevation of Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, to the position of Crown Prince, the past few years have been rocky for the family. Number 3. The Koch family. Net worth $109.7 billion. 4 brothers, Frederick, Charles, David, and William, inherited their father's oil firm, but following a family feud in the 1980s, Charles and David took over the reins of the firm, while Frederick and William left. The firm then grew into Koch Industries, and minted the staggering annual revenue of about $115 billion, according to the Bloomberg report. Last year, David Koch passed away. Charles Koch, on the other hand, continues to be the CEO. Despite being affected by the oil crash this year, the Koch family's wealth still sits at $109.7 billion. All four of the Koch brothers have, at one time or another, been diagnosed with prostate cancer. They have apparently taken the threat seriously, funding a number of the cancer research and treatment centers, including the Koch Institute for Integrative Cancer Research at MIT. The state-of-the-art cancer research facility is the hub of cancer research at the university. The Koch Institute draws on faculty from multiple departments, including the MIT School of Engineering. In addition, Charles Koch and his brothers donated more than $150 million to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center to build an outpatient facility with state-of-the-art technology and techniques. Number 2. The Mars family, net worth $120 billion. You may be surprised to know that your favorite treats, Snickers, Mars, M&Ms, and Twix, come from the same factory, belonging to Mars, Inc. Frank Mars learned to hand-dip chocolate as a schoolboy and went on to build the successful Mars, Inc. The family is well known for their candy empire, but interestingly, about half of the company's value comes from pet care holdings. Mars, Inc. owns several popular pet food brands, including Pedigree, Caesars, and Royal Canin. And it expanded its pet presence further in 2017 when it acquired VCA, a company with almost 800 small animal vet hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. 5 generations of the Mars family have been a part of the business, with Victoria Mars currently holding the chairperson's post. Number 1. The Walton family, net worth $215 billion. The Waltons are the richest family in America, and by some measures the wealthiest clan in the world. At the top of the value chain in 2019, Jim and Alice Walton are each worth more than $44 billion and ranked 16th and 17th, respectively, on Forbes' annual list of billionaires. Walmart is a retail behemoth. Founded by Sam Walton in Arkansas in 1962, Walmart is now the world's largest company by 2019 revenues, with $514.4 billion and over 1.5 million U.S. associates. If those people constituted their own city, it would be the 4th most populous American city after New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. The company operates nearly 12,000 retail stores worldwide and 5,362 stores in the U.S. Best known for big box stores in rural and suburban America, celebrated for its low-priced products and excoriated for its labor practices. The company failed to bring its big box consumer lifestyle to New York City, unlike its competitor, Target. Which of these family fortunes are new to you? Is wealth inequity a concern to you after seeing this video? Do let us know in the comments what you think of them. Please subscribe to The Luxury World. Thanks for watching.